Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, and give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Racha Kodash. Double honors unto the Elders Apostles of the Great Millstone, the Elders of the Great Millstone, and of course, peace and blessings under the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, serve him in truth and sincerity. Yes, we're on the brother Chayaba from GMS Playing Tables Camp, coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. And this lesson will be based off this article from nationalnews.com, which is entitled, Global Nuclear Catastrophe to Happen If Biden Allows Ukraine to Fire U.S.-Made Long-Range Missiles into Russia, Russian Ambassador Warns. Yeah, so it says outgoing Russian ambassador to the U.S., it says Anatoly Antonov recently issued an ominous warning regarding the possible escalation into a nuclear armed clash if the United States continues to allow the deteriorating ties with the nation and permits Ukraine to fire U.S. long-range missiles into Moscow. It says the Kremlin announced on Thursday, October 10, that Antonov had been officially relieved of his duty after 7 years of service. According to him, U.S.-Russian relations, which are arguably the lowest point in their history, will plunge into an uncontrolled nosedive if Ukraine gets the green light from Washington. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky met with President Joe Biden last month, where he said that firing U.S. Army tactical missile system inside of the Russian territory could break the deadlock in the 2.5-year war. It says America will not be able to sit it out across the ocean. Antonov said a global nuclear catastrophe would affect everyone. Yeah, and when you get this article, it says, Poland warns the West of nuclear retaliation if Ukraine fires Western supplied long-range missiles into Russian territory. Hey, so there you have it, man. And you see right here from InfoWars, this article from September 25th, 2024, it says, nuclear war alert. Putin publicly says he will nuke NATO countries if Western missiles strike Russia. Yeah, and hey, so without a doubt, this is, again, this is on the news, man. And hey, without a doubt, it's gonna happen. This right here is Bible prophecy. The scriptures say how there's gonna be a World War III, and how there's gonna be a nuclear war. Once you break it down, and of course you apply it to today, obviously you're speaking about a nuclear war. The scriptures say how when Yahushua comes back, there's going to be a fire kindled on the earth. Also, the scriptures speak about, well, let's go ahead and let the scriptures speak for itself. It says, Jeremiah chapter 59, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. So it says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon. Yeah, Babylon the Great, which is America. It says an assembly of great nations from the north country. This isn't speaking about ancient Babylon. This is speaking about the modern day Babylon, which the modern day Babylon is America. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. Yeah, and north country is Russia, and the assembly of great nations is a Russian Federation. So that north country, obviously we know Russia to be the land in the north. Obviously it's not speaking about, again, that north country is Russia. Babylon is mentioned right here, which is referring on to America. So it says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. The arrow shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. See, it says, so, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Yeah, because America will be surrounded by all these other nations. You're going to have nations breaking, the alliances that they have with America to join BRICS. To form, to form an alliance with BRICS, but Yeah, with Russia and China. It says, yeah, because hey, those are the superpower nations right now. Russia and China and America. And hey, there will be a war, and Russia and China, they're gonna make an alliance with one another to take down Babylon the Great. It says, from thence she should be taken. Their arrows should be as of a mighty excrement, none shall return in vain. And those arrows are referring unto the nuclear missiles, not referring unto an actual traditional bow and arrow, because you can't shoot in, because obviously you can't shoot a traditional bow and arrow thousands of miles away. This is speaking about, obviously it's symbolic, which is referring onto the nuclear missile. It says the arrow should be as of a mighty excrement, meaning that it's going to directly hit its target. None shall return in vain. And ultimately, once these other nations launch their nuclear missiles upon Babylon the Great, what? The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to be in the missiles to hit whoever the Lord wants them to hit. It says, verse 10, and Chaldea should be a spoil. All that spoil her should be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yeah, because the amount of things, when you get Chaldea, within the Hebrew, it's the Hebrew word. Console says Kashad Yama. Or Kashada Yama. Or Kashad Yama, which means, or, yeah, says the inhabitants of Chaldea. Or, yeah, says territory in lower Mesopotamia bordering on the Persian Gulf. It says, scrolling down. Yeah, so so it says right here, it says the Chaldeans, i.e. the inhabitants of Babylonia. So yeah, just another term to symbolize America, Chaldea. So Chaldea is going to be a spoil. It says all that spoil her should be satisfied, said the Lord Yahweh, because again, all the things that America's doing, again, I mean, just look at all the troubles that America is starting. The wars that start itself, it creates propaganda, so it can be self-justified into raiding these other nations. Just constantly putting sanctions and again trying to be that big superpower over the earth. Well, we are at that point where these other nations, Yahweh Bashim Yashai is putting the spirit on these other nations. What? Let's go ahead and get it real quick. It says, oh yeah, well, it's right here. It says Joel chapter 3:9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare a war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Yeah, so the Gentiles, the heathen, which are these other nations, other than the nation of Israel, because the Israelites are the chosen people of the Lord, but the heathen, they are not the chosen people of the Lord. So hey, us prophets, we're just sitting back and waiting for these things to pass. Praying that Yahweh Bashim Yashai, of course, protects us within these times, because hey, we're obviously in the end times. It says, verse 10. Yeah, and all we're doing is watching. That's all we can do and wait for the return of Yahushai. It says, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. It says, be your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Yeah, and we're seeing that right now, man. As we speak, these other nations were once, compared to America, they were weak. But hey, nowadays, it's not like that. Russia and China, I just did or not just, but I remember a while back, I was doing a lesson on how, they ran a simulation, a Russia and China simulation against America, for war. And what it says, the article literally said America got destroyed, in that simulation. So hey, So going back to the article. Well, yeah, I believe, yeah, that's the point. So let's go ahead and get in Matthew chapter 24. Hey, so the point is that what? Again, as we were prophesying, of course, starting with the elder apostles of Great Millstone and the elders on down, well, we been prophesying this, that war will come. Let's go ahead and get Revelation chapter 11 and 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And that third woe is coming quickly, man. And that second woe represents World War II. So what, the third woe, which is going to be the last war before Yahushua's return, which literally during World War III, Yahushua is going to come. That's going to be the time when Yahushua comes back, when he's the nuclear war fully kicks off and breaks loose. That's exactly when Yahushua is going to come back. Why? Because he's going to have to save his elect from, yeah, because we know that Babylon the Great will be destroyed within this nuclear war. This very near nuclear war, America will be destroyed 100%. And what, it's going to be a land never inhabited again, and it's going to be burning for a very long time. So hey, guess what? Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai will need to save his elect, which of course us brothers hope to be a part of. And few sisters out there, the Lord's going to have to come back to save his elect from that nuclear, for the 1/3 within America, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. Well, we're going to have to be beamed up, to escape the nuclear destruction. So it says, Matthew chapter 24 and 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. By the way, this Yahushua speaking. This is a red letter. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. That main nuclear war that we're waiting for is, or it's like that main rumor war that the biggest rumor war, again, is World War III. And that's, we're already in the beginning stages of World War III. But all we're waiting for is, again, the climax of it, that's going to be when the nuclear war kicks off and breaks loose. So it says, yeah, and ultimately what we're waiting for, because the World War III, the climax of World War III, the nuclear war won't kick off until the MOTB is mandated. Once that comes and the MOT is mandated and the hour of temptation comes, World War III is going to come right after, man. And it's not going to take long for World War III to come, man. And it's not going to take long for this MOTB to be mandated. Because, we already know whether, you have plenty of articles out there. You have your Neuralink. And you have pretty much people going into what the mark of the beast is, the RFID implant. And that what they're going to try to chip everybody and put that within everybody's body. A lot of people will fall for it. But the elect of the nation of Israel, they're not going to take it. Why? Because Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai has predestined them not to take it. So those are what we're waiting for, man. And then once those things come, then Yahushua will come right after. Or, literally during World War III, that's exactly when Yahushua is going to come back. During the climax, the World War III, the nuclear war popping off, Yahushua is going to come right then, right there. Again, because he's going to have to save his elect. So it says, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Yeah, and not to mention, even with this MOTB, what there's going to be famines, pestilences, there's going to be anarchy out here in the streets, or blackouts. And I'm not talking about, just no 1 to 2 day blackout. I'm talking for weeks, for months, blackouts. Just all hell breaking loose. This is what's coming. It says, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. You have martial law, civil war. All this is coming, man. So we are clearly in the end times. as a title to read the article again, it says global nuclear catastrophe that happened. It says if Biden allows Ukraine to fire U.S.-made long-range missiles into Russia, Russian ambassador warns. Yeah, it doesn't matter who's president. Doesn't matter if Kamala or Trump is president or whoever. The point is that prophecy will happen. It will still come to pass. And either way, what? The presidents, they're taking orders from the elites. The elite international bankers, they're receiving orders, or the presidents are receiving orders from them. So whether the presidents are just puppets, man. You know, they're just the front men. But hey, the point is that this nuclear war will happen and it's ramping up. So yeah, I believe that's the point. Lord's will you be blessed and edified. Yahweh Bashmi Shai, Peshman Kakodash, Brakathum.